So we have reached the part of the program where we can expect folks to start arguing vociferously, that's a big word for, talking loudly, about where Baker Mayfield is going to end up playing football professionally. That means in the NFL. That means not at Oklahoma anymore, and I know how many of us, myself included, are unhappy about that. However, I did make this highlight mixtape about Kyler Murray. You might check it out. Posted it on Monday. I like it, I'm a fan of it, but then again, I edited it. But back to Baker Mayfield. I've been looking at the mock drafts that have come out here, pretty regularly as of late. Especially one came out today, one came out yesterday. Mel Kiper, Daniel Jeremiah, Sports Illustrated. Everybody's getting in on the game, including Land of 10, which is a that's a Diehards affiliate. Cox Media Group puts on the Diehards. But I was just interested to see where folks got Baker Mayfield going. And, most places that need a quarterback, that'd be Cleveland, that'd be Denver, that'd be the Jets and the Giants, have all been put out there as feelers. But lately, it seems that Baker is sliding down the draft boards. And I don't like that, right? So many people have Josh Allen as just the guy for Cleveland, or Sam Darnold as just the guy for Cleveland. First of all, Cleveland is where quarterbacks go to die, and that's not an exaggeration. I wish it were. I wanted RG3 to work out there. I wanted Manziel to work out there. I got nothing against Johnny Manziel, and I suspect most people don't. We enjoyed watching him, even when he was running roughshod over Mike Stoops' defense in the Cotton Bowl in 2012. We all kind of enjoyed watching Johnny Manziel destroy Alabama, for instance. And in, I think it was the Peach Bowl against Kentucky, where he had that really cool, I'm getting in Johnny Manziel territory. Anyway, Deshaun Kaiser can't save Cleveland, all right? Tim Couch, way back when, couldn't save Cleveland. Cleveland is a dumpster fire. And until Jimmy Haslam is no longer the owners of the Cleveland Browns, they're going to be resigned to purgatory, right? Just the suck. They're not going to be any good. And if Baker Mayfield goes there, as great as Baker is, I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to succeed. And if you're not given an opportunity to succeed, it doesn't matter how great a football player you are. Just ask Joe Thomas, who's been their all-pro left tackle there for years, right? We think he's had the most consecutive steps at offensive lineman of any offensive lineman in history. And yet, one of the most talented left tackles in the game can't save your quarterback if nothing else around that left tackle and that quarterback is any good, including the coaching, including the general management, including the owner. There's nothing there for Baker Mayfield. And Cleveland, we will riot if you come to get him. A little bit more about where I think he might end up and what some other people might say. But let's take a look at who made it into the chat. If you're in the chat, say what's up. You know how I feel about that. I'm going to go ahead and say that, the weather in Oklahoma is pretty terrible right now. So if there's a power outage, there goes the live stream. All right, so who we got in here? Kurt, what's good? Pete Allen was in the house. Bobby Pierce, what's good? Damon, what's good? Austin Baker in the house. Michael Davis Jr., what's good, fam? CH Fishing, I like it. John Phillips, what's good? Hunter Woodall, what's up? Chris Weeks, I see you, fam. Laura Moore in the house. John Phillips, what's good, fam? Jimmy Akers in the house. Jake Gann in the house. Unimitsu, what's good, fam? Let me see. Miles Montoya, what's good, fam? Jared Schnell in the house. JSL, he got in here. 405 boy, what's up, fam? Logan Lee, what's good? Let me see. CBR Swag, that's what's up. CBR be on the channel every day. I love it. Riley May in the house. Kian Hoosher, what's good? Let me see. Who else we got in here? Who I miss? Paul, what's good? Let me see. Braden Quinn made it in here. Crank Star, what's good, fam? Let me see. Anybody else making it in here? Going once. Going twice. All right, so drop in the comments where you think Baker Mayfield is going to make it in here. Oh, Burn. What's good, Burn? Jake got in here. Kyle was getting in here. Man, Burn. Good to see you, fam. Miss you. Hank, what's good? Hunter, what's good? Jake Small in the house. That's what's up. So, yeah, drop in here where you think Baker Mayfield ought to end up, what you would like to see from a team that wants to get him. I know there's a lot of Denver fans that, subscribe to the channel, that watch the videos, that are OU fans, that would love to see Baker Mayfield end up in Denver. But lately what I have been reading, hearing, I don't hear anything. I'm a fan just like you. What I have been reading is Denver might want to just go get another quarterback in free agency, right? And since there are this bevy of quarterbacks that are available, just as there seem to be every year, they'll have their pick of who they want. But I don't think that they would have asked to have Baker Mayfield on their Senior Bowl team if they didn't want to give him a hard look and possibly just go draft him, right? They know what they're getting out of him. They've seen him play. They know what his priorities are. I mean, he put his family before playing the Senior Bowl. His mom was sick for a while. Hey, Miles, can I kick it? Yes, sir, you can. That's what's up. Appreciate the super chat. Always, fam. Brian Johnson in Miami. That's what's up. But let me see. Unimitsu says he might end up in Arizona. I could see Baker Mayfield ending up in Arizona. Especially, there's no Carson Palmer there anymore, and it's a good environment. I like it. I like to see him hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson, see what happens there. Larry Fitzgerald is coming back. I like it. That's a good place for him to drop. Let me see. What else we got in here? Michael Davis Jr. says the 4th or the 5th pick. So the 4th pick goes to Cleveland, and we don't want that. The 5th pick goes to Denver, and we'd be okay with that. That'd be fine. Most people got Minkah Fitzpatrick going number 4 overall to Cleveland, which makes a lot of sense. Plus, the more Alabama players that end up at Cleveland, the better. Let's see. What do we got here? CBR says Broncos. CH Fishing says Giants in the second round. Second round? I mean, I'm cool with the Giants, but why you got him dropping out of the second round? Why you don't want him to get first round money? Like, you're going to have to tell me more about that. Let me see. Kian says Denver. Brian Johnson says Miami. Okay. Hank says the Jets. All right. There's a lot of folks that think that Josh Rosen is the Jets' next starting quarterback. I'm not really sold on Baker Mayfield to the Jets, and I'll tell you why. The Jets are the closest thing to Cleveland when it comes to quarterbacks and dumpster fires. It seems like if your name's not Josh McCown or Ryan Fitzpatrick or some no-name quarterback that nobody's ever heard of or expects anything from, you're not going to be able to do well with the Jets. Just ask Christian Hackenberg, ask Bryce Petty. It's just not a good place to be. Not for quarterbacks. Running back, sure. Wide receiver, absolutely. Not a quarterback. Let me see. John Rickard says no Browns. Yes, please. A lot of people saying Miami. Yes. Having him throw the football to Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills would just be awesome. I'm just not counting on it. Mostly because Ryan Tannehill is coming back from injury, and we can't forget that Ryan Tannehill has the record for most consecutive completions by a quarterback in the NFL at 25. He's a quarterback. He can play. They like him. Plus, Miami's sort of a dumpster fire, too. They don't know if they're coming or going down there. Let me see. Kirk says, can you imagine Baker and Adrian Peterson together? Yes, please. Burns got Denver as his number 1 stop. Okay. He's got the Giants as the number 2 stop. Dallas is the number 3 stop. And Miami number 4. Okay. I selfishly would like to see Dallas, but also I kind of like Dak Prescott. And I know there's a lot of Dallas fans like myself who ain't too fond of Dak Prescott, who think Dak Prescott is trash. And they got a point after last year. He didn't play very well. But he didn't have Zeke for most of that either, right? So I'm not going to be upset if Baker Mayfield goes to Dallas. I'm going to be upset for Dak, but I'm not going to be upset. I would love to see Baker, Arizona makes a lot of sense to me. New York, throw in the Sterling Shepard, makes a lot of sense to me, although he'd be playing against Dallas. So I'm conflicted about that, Burn. I need to know how to feel about that. Let's see, who else we got in here? Crankstar says Miami. Justin says, I really hope he goes to the Giants. That's a good spot. Yeah, CBR still asking that same question. Why you got him going in the second round? Arizona will be great. Yep. Paula says, maybe the Jets? Yeah, like I said, I just don't think that's a good organization for a quarterback. Michael Davis Jr. says, I'd like to see him back up Rodgers at Green Bay for a year. Okay, I could roll with that as long as they take him in the first round. Because that's basically how they sent Brett Favre out the doors. They said, look, we're taking Aaron Rodgers in the first round, so pack your bags and teach him the offense. And all they did was get an MVP and a Super Bowl out of the deal. So I'm okay with that. Let's see, what else we got in here? Warhog says, fire Mike Stoops. Yes, please. He can recruit. He just can't call my defense. Let me see. Brian Johnson says, Chiefs fan here, so Denver. Okay. All right. That's fine. Unimitsu says, if my Niners didn't get Jimmy, we were taking Baker. Y'all overpaid Jimmy, man. Unimitsu, you need to examine that deal. Jimmy Garoppolo just robbed you blind. He's not that great, man. Y'all could have got Baker for cheap. I'm sorry. I can't sign on to that money. That's like Derek Carr money. I can't sign on to that. Let me see. Who else we got? Hank says, Justin says, him and Shep would be a dream. Yeah, it would. CH Fishy says, I'd love for him to be first round, but Cleveland is about to get that first round. We know that what Cleveland does to a draft pick. This is true. I don't want Baker getting out of the first round, though. I want him drafted in the first round. Miles Montoya says, could you see Baker playing something besides QB? No. No, I can't. Not even a little bit. Don't even want to play that game. Brian Johnson says, some have both going mid to late. Okay. Kurt says, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I can see him at Denver. It would tear me up, but still their system fits him. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. What about the Saints? Hunter Woodall with a great point. I was waiting on somebody to say it, and I didn't want to say it myself. Drew Brees' his contract is coming up, man. You know, and if they ain't signed him by now and they signed him late, I don't care. It's gone too long for him to be their franchise quarterback any longer. He might be their quarterback for another couple years if they re-sign him. But look, if you're looking at a quarterback in this draft who fits your system, Sean Payton, go get my man Baker Mayfield, all right? All y'all do is throw the ball all around the yard. You run an air raid style of system. You got those two backs back there that can run and catch. Hey, Baker Mayfield just got done playing with two different sets of backs who can run and catch. The first ones were Samaje Perine, Joe Mixon, both playing in the NFL. The second one's Trey Sermon and Rodney Anderson. Both are going to play in the NFL. Plus, you get used to these hits, man. Sean Payton, if you know what's good for you, you're going to go trade up to go get Baker Mayfield. I'm calling it now. Denver fans about to be just so mad. Jets fans, New York fans, Cleveland fans, Miami fans, trade up, go get my man Baker Mayfield, go win a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He's ready-made for you. He's ready-made for you. Sean Payton, watch the film, go get my man, bring him back to New Orleans, and watch him yell who dat. That's all. I'm glad somebody said it. Oh, snap. Who hit me with the super chat? Oh, Warthog, that's what's up. Anywhere but the Browns. He says fire Mike Stoops. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I'm with you, fam. I'm with you. I'm calling it. It needs to be the Saints that go get Baker. He just fits their system. It's just perfect for him. Denver, fine, whatever. For Baker Mayfield's sake, send him to New Orleans. Can you imagine how much partying and how much of a good time Baker Mayfield would have in New Orleans on a regular? You know, it'd be like, I was down here for the Sugar Bowl and it was lit. Now I'm down here 16 games a year and it's lit. That's what Send him to New Orleans. Let me see. Mitsu says Drew Brees isn't going anywhere until he retires, but he could sit behind Brees, no doubt. I think they would let him go. I think Sean Payton thinks it's his offense, kind of like the Redskins, which is where NFL draft expert, draft analysis, Daniel Jeremiah says he thinks that the Redskins will have the best opportunity to draft Baker Mayfield. He thinks that they'll draft Sam Darnold at the top. They'll take Minkah Fitzpatrick to fill in some needs, and that Josh Rosen is going to end up in New York. He thinks that Saquon Barkley is going to end up at that pick that goes to the Giants, and he just sees Baker Mayfield sliding down to the Redskins. Ooh, Miles Montoya. What team plays closest to OU in the NFL? The Saints. The Saints. The Saints. Kurt, tell Stellan I said, hey. Stellan, your dad put you on blast. I like it, man. No, like that just makes too much sense to me. Send him to New Orleans. Send him to New Orleans. Although, apparently, the Redskins system is the one that fits Baker Mayfield's skill set the best. If you're asking Daniel Jeremiah, who watches way more NFL football than I do, I watch college football. That's the NFL expert. But, however, I don't want a quarterback going to a system where they think you can just plug and play. You know, when you draft a quarterback, you need to draft someone who can not just run your system, but can make plays for you on the run, who can run the offense. Like, it seems like one of the reasons that they're so cool about letting Kirk Cousins go is they think that just anybody with an arm can run that Redskins system. And we're going to find out because they just went to go get Alex Smith. So I hope that's not true for every quarterback's sake, because that's going to make quarterbacks a limited commodity, and it's going to change the way that you see that position if the Redskins prove that you can just take whatever quarterback that, you know, and fit them into their system and just go. I don't want Baker Mayfield to go to that kind of situation as a rookie, because that doesn't mean you're going to be their franchise quarterback. It means as soon as, you know, they think that you're done, they're going to let you go, or they're going to put the franchise tag on you. Speaking of which, how do y'all feel about the franchise tag? I feel like it's just, you know, it's is really just leaving money on the table for guys that deserve more. With Le'Veon Bell, Jarvis Landry, those folks. I would, let me know. I read the chat. Let me see. Cole George says, what's up? Hey, what's up, fam? Let me see. Who else we got in here? Brian Johnson, the West Coast is the most like the spread. Except the West Coast doesn't throw the ball all over the yard. It usually treats passes like they're rundowns, which, is kind of cool if you're Josh Heupel. I'm cool. Sam is trash. Yes, Hunter. Sam is trash. And Josh is trash, too. Yeah, they trash. They trash. Who else we got in here? John Rickers. What'd you say? John Rickers says, I wouldn't wish the Deadskins on Baker. Way too much drama. Yes, please. Get him away from that situation. Pure Flame says, what do you think will happen to Jordan Thomas? I think he's going to get shot. I don't think he's going to get drafted. If he does get drafted, it'll be 5th, 6th, 7th round. Somebody just taking a flyer. I think he's going to have to earn it. Like, there's a lot of guys that are going to be paid a lot of money up front. Baker being one, Saquon being another, Sam and Josh, those guys, Josh Allen, he's going to get a lot of money. But Jordan Thomas is going to have to earn it because he didn't show anybody anything last year. Nothing. Like, I was surprised to see he even got an invite to the combine. And that must have been for, years of past work, because this year he didn't look good at all. He got showed up by freshmen. We can't have that. So he's going to have to earn it. I think he can. He's got the talent. It's about whether or not he gets his head on straight. Let me see. CH Fishing, what'd you ask me, fam? Hey, Southern Pride, what's good, fam? Coach B in the house. I see you. Coach, who is your favorite NFL team? I'm a Cowboys fan, which, is a whole kind of different kind of hurt, being a Dallas fan. Ugh, it's to suck sometimes. Baker to the Bengals. Okay. I don't know that they're ready to let go of Andy Dalton just yet, but I could see it. Let me see. CH Fisher says, what do you think about that walk-on tight end we got? I think he's a walk-on. I think he's going to have to earn it. I think, it's Braden Willis and Grant Calcaterra. Calcaterra first, then Braden Willis if he shows something. But walk-ons got to earn it, man. Just like the Stoops boys. They're going to have to earn it. They're walking on. You don't give guys scholarships to not play them. Just like you don't give walk-ons. Walk-ons are walk-ons because you don't expect much out of them. That's why you're giving scholarships to other kids. So, he's going to have to earn it. Let me see. Josh Frakovsky? Man, I just butchered your name, and I'm so sorry. What'd you say? We should do a GoFundMe for RJ to have dinner with Mike Stoops and convince him to run a 4-3. Man, I'm persona non grata at the Stoops household. Come on, man. Let me see. Who else we got in here? Jake Goodnight. Oh, there's a name. I'd rather go and roll around naked in the sleet right now and see him with the Redskins. Wow. Wait, with his Redskins or Browns? He said the Browns. I think he said Redskins or Browns. Chat just flew by. Let me see. Around. Oh, with the Browns. Dear baby Jesus, no. Christopher Munoz. RJ late, but I'm here. Yeah. Can you shout out my 7-year-old? Kai! Fire Mike Stoops! Your dad puts you on blast. I like it. Jeff Kirkland says, shout out to Rick Cook. What's good, fam? Let me see. Yeah, man, I said, what's up to Stellan, Kirk? Stellan, I see you, fam. Your dad in here trying to get you to shout out. I hear you. Let me see. Miles Montoya, is the NFL going to spread more? Yeah, it's going to whatever the Patriots are doing. Think of it that way. If the Patriots prove that they can win with something, watch it just spread like virus all over the league. And so you'll see a lot of air raid principles and air raid concepts in the Patriots offense because Tom Brady is, he's the MVP. So they build the offense around him, which means throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game. So, yeah, there's a lot of spread going around the NFL. And if you can't throw it, you can't win. Let me see. Who else we got in here? Kyle Collier says, Colin Coward needs to jump on this chat and learn something. Yeah, man. Or just have Joel Klatt on more often. I'm for that. Let me see. Michael Taylor. Got in here late, but what's up? Mayfield to the Broncos, please. Yeah, like I said, I can see it. It makes sense to me. We'll see you there. Austin Baker says, go Falcons. Oh, okay. Go where, though? Certainly not to Super Bowl victory because they showing how they blew that lead. I'm throwing shade. It's not that I don't like the Falcons. That is an easy joke. Let me see. JSL says, if Baker made it to the Lions, I'd buy season tickets. So JSL is a huge Michigan guy. And by Michigan, I mean Michigan State for the most part. And the Lions, but also repping OU hard in Michigan. So, like, he'll send me emails and whatnot of Tom Izzo's Spartans and what they're doing, and in the same breath be like, so what's going on with Trae Young and the Sooners basketball team? Also, shout out to JSO, who will talk wrestling with me from time to time without being, over the top about it like Oklahoma State fans. It's just weird when they try to talk wrestling to me. It's hard because I'll be like, but that football team, where's Eric Stryker at? Still at OU. He's still an analyst at OU, grad assistant. Bob Stoops in here saying fire Mike Stoops. I can get it. CBR Swag says, could you give a shout out to my man Gabe Ritter? What's up, Gabe? CBR just put you on blast. I like it. Hey, Christopher, thanks for letting me know, man. I like making people happy. Colin won't shut up long enough to listen to RJ. Kirk Perez in here dropping noise. Let me see. Hunter Woodall says, hey, RJ, can you give a shout out to my son, Anthony? Your dad put you on blast. I like it. That's what's up. Let me see. Yes, Joel Klatt is the man. I like Joel Klatt. Miles Montoya, what is Georgia doing to get recruits? Okay, so this is interesting. Because now we're getting to learn that Kirby Smart can actually recruit, and it wasn't Nick Saban that was landing all the commits, right? It was Kirby Smart saying, you're playing in my defense. Yeah, it's Nick Saban's team, but it's my defense. You'll see that I've been the defensive coordinator, and we played musical chairs with the offensive side of the football, which is why Nick is always in it. You'll see that he basically turns himself into a grad assistant for me because I run this. This is my defense. And then he showed everybody what his defense looks like at Georgia. And you know what? It's salty. It's salty. It's tasty. And kids are looking at it, and it's not even just that. It's that Georgia's always been a talent-rich state. It's been up there with Florida, with Texas, with California, with Ohio as one of those just football-rich states. Think about Zeus and Trey Sermon, just for starters. Both came out of Georgia, right? It's no guarantee that we get Trey Sermon if Kirby Smart was the head coach at the time of his recruitment. It's that they're proven to be that good. So I would pay attention to what they're doing and how they're doing it on defense, right? On defense. They're not selling kids on playing, quarterback at Georgia. They're selling them on playing defensive end, linebacker, safety, corner. They're saying, we put you in the league, and we put you in the league in 3 years, So that's what they're doing. And Mike Stoops can't make those kinds of promises because Mike Stoops' defense keeps getting worked, So I'm always amazed to see some of the kids that we do land, to be quite honest, which tells me the man can recruit whatever game he's spitting, whatever game Kerry Cooks is spitting, whatever game Calvin Thibodeau is spitting, it's working. But when they get here, come on, man, we can't be just giving up 45. We can't be giving up 35. You got to hold the 17 points or less and go get W's. Because we're not trying to just win the Big 12. We can do that in our sleep. We're trying to win national championships. So there's something to be learned from how Georgia's doing it. And I like that Lincoln Riley went and got a Georgia guy. He got Shane Beamer, one of their better recruiters, and a guy that serves multiple functions, right? Can cover the tight ends, fullbacks, but also is going to get this special teams back to getting turnovers and scoring points. I like that. So we're heading in the right direction about that. We really are. Let me see. What else we got in here? What else we got in here? CBR Swag says, I wish we could get a pipeline going in Georgia. I know we got some, but I wish we could get 3 good players from there a year. Well, we kind of sort of do. Just look at what we've been able to get out of there. And now that Shane Beamer has a footprint over there, I expect to get more. I expect to get more. Let me see. Bryce Ward says Boomer. I say Sooner. Bob Stoops says life depresses me. Miles Montoya says, does Stryker help in drills or recruiting? The answer to that question is yes. But it's all, remember, under the tutelage and guise of Mike Stoops, right? So he's not out there freelancing. Eric Stryker become a coach and take Tim Kish's position. What do you think? I think he'll become a coach, but it won't be at OU. Not for years, even if it ever happens. That's just the way it goes. Like we've been talking about Chip Viney for years. A lot of folks would like to see him get back. A lot of folks want to see him get that 10th assistant position. But now you've seen the value of that position and what Lincoln Riley managed to bring in with Shane Beamer. So it's really hard to come back to OU as a coach after leaving OU as a coach. It just is. Michael Taylor says, is Lon Kruger just playing it smart so not to draw a top seed in the tourney? Look, man, you check out the podcast. I dropped a new podcast today, Woosah. You should go check it out on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud. There's a link at the top of this chat that I dropped in there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can't drop it again. Yes, I can. I talk a lot about this. I talk a lot about Lon Kruger and why I give him a pass that I don't give to Mike Stoops and why. But no, I mean, if he knew how to fix this, it would have been fixed. And you don't try to lose 6 games in a row, And I know you're being facetious. I know you're not being serious. But that's just the way that it's working out right now, man. We're just not very good. Or let me qualify that. We're way better than we have any right to be. That's what we learned. We've learned that if Trae Young was not on this team, we would have never won 16 games to begin with. We would have struggled to win 10. That's what we learned. We learned that Trae Young is still learning how to be a superstar, what those challenges look like, what it's like to have the media in your face all the time, asking you about everything under the sun, and how he's learning to cope with it. And all these things are coming together on this basketball team. I still believe they're going to pull it together because as soon as we get out of conference play, because we play in this really deep conference with these really good teams, and we get some matchups with teams that have never seen us that aren't really as good as, say, Kansas, West Virginia, TCU, Texas, Texas Tech, we're going to be fine. I really do. So as soon as we get to tournament play, we'll be okay. But we got to survive to tournament play, So, I mean, that's a valid question. Is it true that Saban said Georgia head coaches cheat? Yeah, it's also true that Nick Saban cheats. I'm through with the cheating controversy. You're whining about cheating when you don't get land to recruit. Go recruit. Let me see. Hunter would Mike get put down to linebacker coach or secondary. I don't care. Just don't let him call plays anymore. Mike Stoops in the house. I'd say Mike's pretty good. Why you down on Mike? Man, because you don't watch my scheme videos and put into action what I know can work. That's why. Get off my channel. Get off my channel. Free Ray. Hey, I appreciate you just coming through, fam. That's what's up. I appreciate that. That's what's up. Yeah, get off my channel. We don't want you here. Let me see. What else we got in here? Kirk Perez says Bob Stoops. Oh, missed it. Chat went by. Chat went by too fast. Let me see. Oh, Don King made it in the house. Greetings from Wakanda. Yes, sir. Man, if I made a video about going to see Black Panther because y'all might know that my OU jersey says Black Panther on the back of it, or it doesn't say Black Panther, it says T'Challa on the back of it. That's how hard I go for Black Panther before the movie came out, and now the movie's come out, and I've seen it twice, and I'm going to see it a third time. I'm so lit for Black Panther. I lost my mind in the movie theater. I cried, I yelled, I screamed. It was fun watching the kids pose in front of the posters. Big cardboard cutout of Black Panther. Man, I was on it. I can't tell you how lit I was. I already pre-ordered the Blu-ray. Movie came out on Friday. I already pre-ordered the Blu-ray. That's how lit I was for this movie, man. I'm telling you. It is the truth. Let me see. Miles Montoya says we want a 4-3. We want a 4-2-5 is what we want. We want a 4-2-5. We want a 4-2-5. Warthog says, Bob, come to my Fire Mike Stu therapy sessions. We have Pez dispensers and cookies. Still need my gold Pez dispenser, man. Yeah, man, you got your Giving Tree Baker. So, Warthog was watching these videos and watching this channel before it was exclusively devoted to daily uploads about Oklahoma Sooners sports, particularly Oklahoma Sooners football, right? At the time, I was still reviewing books because English professor in the making, getting Ph.D. in English, and I was talking about OU football kind of on the side. And like, I made a Baker Mayfield video, and then I made a video about reading The Giving Tree. Don't ask me why. I can't remember why. I don't know why. I just know that Warthog was in the comments. He was like one of 3 people watching the channel. Was in the comments like, I want to know how Baker Mayfield is like The Giving Tree. And this went on for like months. Warthog was religious about watching the channel. Still is religious about watching the channel, you can see. But my man would show up and type, where's my Giving Tree Baker Mayfield video? Like, for months. And I dropped it last week. And along the way, we got this inside running joke about Pez dispensers and how they pop out blood pressure medication when we see Mike Stoops running out with 2 men on the line of scrimmage. So now, Warthog is the man. That's what's up. Mike Stoops says, my username is Mike Stoops. Can't change it because I changed it 3 times in the last few months. Well, I mean, have fun with that. Unimusa says, RJ, why isn't the state of Oklahoma producing many of these 5-star monsters? I remember Jinx having monsters back in the 90s and early 2000s. Okay, well, I mean, okay, that's a valid question. But what it comes down to is population, fam. we have just 3 million people in the state of Oklahoma. All right. They got quintupled that in Texas. And if you have more people, you have more opportunities to create better athletes. You have more opportunities to create better systems for athletes to grow in. You know, that's why you look at Oklahoma sports, high school sports, you look at Texas high school sports, and it's not even in the contest. So that we produced 1 to 2 5-stars a year is a feat unto itself, right? That we have a Bray Walker, that we have a Dax Hill, you know, that those are not small things. And there's a reason why the University of Oklahoma routinely goes in the state of Texas to bring back the best. You know, Bob Stoops was very fond of saying Dallas is home base. You know, that we consider that part of the state of Oklahoma. And we've had to because the population that we have does not allow for just monsters to just be birthed at the rate that they are birthed in Texas, in California, in Florida. It just doesn't happen, you know. Ohio has this very cool dynamic where the state of Ohio is built around football in a way that many other states just aren't. So football is very much a part of the fabric of being an Ohioan. So you can't grow up in Ohio without, at the very least, knowing the fundamentals of football. And if you're a kid, a boy in particular, you probably played football, right? And if you're good at it, they keep promoting you to play it. So, I mean, it's a lot of different things, and it's not as simple as, you know, why don't we have better athletes? There's a lot of other factors that go into this, because this used to vex me too. It really did, and I had to get a master's in professional writing to go and figure this out as a journalist, and that's what I came up with, you know, in about 2 minutes. All right, speaking of 2 minutes, we got to get out of here because I tell people all season half hour so they can get back to dinner. So give me one more good question, and we're gonna do roll call, and we're gonna get out of here. Let me see. Miles Montoya on cue. Is Kyler faster in his progressions? Something is different mentally when he's in there, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it's something that's different mentally. Okay, Baker Mayfield is faster in his progressions. The offense fundamentally changes when Kyler Murray's in there to RPOs, right? If you look at the highlight tape that I put together of Kyler Murray, right, the one thing you'll see is how many of those plays are straight run pass options. They're zone read or pull it out and throw the easy quick out, the easy slant. Sometimes it's pull it out and throw deep to Hollywood Brown, right? But mostly the offense is going to be built around Kyler's ability to read what the defensive end is doing, hand it off to Rodney, hand it off to Trey, or pull it out and go deep with it. And that is the reason why I'm so excited about him, because for a guy who's as great with his feet as Kyler Murray is, he is ridiculously accurate with the football. You're just not used to seeing that. That's one of the reasons why Deshaun Watson was so good at Clemson. You know, before he came to look more like a liability with his knees and they just started handing the ball off to Wayne Gallman, he was running RPOs. And you'll see that every quarterback who gets to this high level that doesn't run one of these game management offenses like Georgia has the ability to pull that ball out and make a play with it. So Kyler Murray is faster, quicker than Baker Mayfield. What we're going to get to find out is if teams can take away that run-pass option look, if Kyler Murray can throw the ball 40 times a game and still complete 60% of his passes, 65% of his passes. So that's going to be interesting. All right, now let's roll out. So if you're in here, I'll shout you out, and then we'll call it good. I saw Mike Stoops was in here. He's stuck with that name for a while. Bob Stoops was in here. He's probably stuck with that name forever. Matthew Wright was in here. Byrne was in here. Man, good to see you, Byrne. Kirk Perez was in here. Elliot, I see you, fam. Braden Zimmerman was in here. Miles Montoya was in here. Let me see who else we got in here. Let me see. Kirk Perez, I see you, fam. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Austin Baker was in here. That's what's up. Let me see. Pure Flames. What's good, fam? Who else we got in here? Oh, wow. Hunter Woodall. What's good, man? Spencer or Mordecai? Yes. Unimitsu. Hey, legend. That's what's up. I saw you, Elliot. I said that you were in here. I feel you, fam. Michael Davis Jr. was in here. Let me see. Who else was in here? Jake Goodnight. I see you, fam. Let me see. Who else we got in here? Michael Taylor was in here. How do we get the job done with no defense next year? Can we get it done? We got it done with no defense last year. We're fine. Hunter Woodall. That's what's up. Matthew Wright. That's what's up. Don King was in here. I know Terry was probably watching. She just didn't say hi this time. Justin, I see you, fam. Jake Smalls is in here. Unimitsu. Let me see. Bryce Ward, what's good, fam? John Ricketts, what's good, fam? Shut up, Bob. You're probably really a girl. God. John Rickards, that's what's up. Josh Frikovetsky. Man, I'm sorry I butchered your name. I'll just call you Josh. I appreciate you, fam. Warthog, missed the book reviews. That's why I got the new channel started up, RJ Tells Stories. It's for all the other stuff that I do that's not OU Sooners related, so the two don't have to, cross the streams. I just want to wear the hair extensions. That's what's up. CBR swag. All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow. I know you stay in the comments. That's what's up. I dig it. CBR be driving discussion, too. That's what's up. See? Who else is in here? Going once. Going twice. All right. That's it for me. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I also have a podcast. It's called Woosah. It was birthed into fruition by patrons who support this channel and said that they wanted a bi-weekly podcast. If you go to the Patreon links below, it says help me make more videos, and you can help us get to our next goal. I'm on the hook for weekly podcasts because it's something that you like. And, I like giving you guys value. This started as therapy for me. It started as a place for me to talk about sports that was fun, that was friendly, that was inviting, and this community is built up around it, and it's awesome, and I want to take care of it. So if you want to have a way in, that's a way in, man. All right. I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow. Deuces.